Alright, had to repolish that guy and this guy. You can see nice and pretty, super shiny again. And you can see where this is where I had removed some material when I was balancing. Alright, just gonna wash it. Let's put a dirty motor together now, can you? There you can see my markings basically for the alignment marks for the pressure plate to the flywheel. Alright, balancing the little end and the big end, you hit it up top there. Then afterwards you hit it with a, or at least I do, with a wire wheel. Get rid of any sharp edges that might occur. And then also, these particular rods had a little bit of a ledge here. I think it was from the machining process. So I hit the wire wheel on that too, just to kind of break that edge and get rid of the sharp edge that was occurred from the machining process. Alright, so those are all matched, balanced. I gotta finish washing them, and then I can start. The tang and the cutout on the rod don't match. The tang on the rod is quite larger than the tang on the cutout on the rod, and it's the same on the rod cap and the actual rod itself. I don't know if it's going to show it. It's the same thing. Can't really tell if this is too small or if this is big. This looks big to me. That looks like a big tang. So I'm going to have to take it and put a little file on here to get rid of some of this. I'm going to do it on the inside because it looks like it'll center it basically better. So all I did is I hit the back side with the file, the back side of the bearing, and just made it so it's more straight, I guess you'd say. It looks like when they bent it at Silverline, the bearing company, it's kind of was bent at like a funky angle, which made the up top part fatter than down further, if that makes any sense. And it wouldn't fit in the little notch, but we're all good now. Good when it's installed. See how it's holding the end of the bearing up off of the rod. I don't think it'll show up, but oh yeah, there you go. You can see that was the problem. The bearing's actually buttoned up against it, and there is no gap like there was before. So, I don't know if they call it trick or not, but so there, I just put this on, I just torqued them, and it is solid with the crank. It's basically grabbing a hold of it. And you're like, oh, there's something wrong. You're going to have to pull it apart. The rod's junk, the bearing's junk. Not always. Grab your little hammer. I'm not beating on it. I'm literally grabbing it up high here. I'm just giving it little love taps. There. Love taps. There it goes. It's already loosened up. Around to the back here. There you go. And there she is. A lot of times it's just things are not centered. Now I'm just giving it a little tap so it basically centers the bearing and everything on it. Once that's all done, she's all good. Now I'll be doing the rod bolt stretch on it next. It's just at torque right now. I just wanted to see it, get the bearing centered, do all that. Then I'm going to go back and do the rod bolt stretch.